2023 CR 4941, State of Texas versus Anthony Tyrone Jack Woodard. Can I have parties announced for the record? For the state?
Myers, Your Honor.
For the defense?
Defense for Mr. Woodard.
And are you Mr. Woodard?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
All right, we're here for sentencing. You entered a plea of guilty on February 12th. According to your plea bargain agreement, the state is silent on your application. And of course, they say that if you did not appear, you would be subject to the full range of punishment. So you're here, so that's a good thing. And also, you're going open to the court in the sense with regards to punishment.
That's right, Judge.
All right. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report and the TAP evaluation?
State has, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No objection.
All right. The state is silent. You say you have a witness?
I do, Judge. I'd call his girlfriend Tamisha first.
All right.
Mr. Woodard,
I'm sorry.
stand on the side.
Mr. Kuntz, don't downgrade people's position and people's lives.
I always like to lift people up.
Good morning. Could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yeah.
All right, you can lower your hand. Just make sure you keep your voice up so the court reporter can hear.
Okay.
All right, and on this side, if you are going to talk, ask the deputy just move you down to the other end. If you'll state your name for the record.
Tamisha Jackson,
All right.
Tamisha, who are you to Anthony?
his girlfriend.
And what do you do for a living?
I work at Waste Connections for the city.
How long have you,
Waste Connections,
for the city of San Antonio?
yes.
Okay.
And how long have you been there?
4.5 years.
What sort of hours do you do?
From 7 to 7:30.
So you,
7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
so 12-hour shifts?
Yes,
How many days a week?
Monday through Friday.
Do you have children?
1,
How old is your child?
13.
And does she stay with you?
Yes,
Does Anthony have children?
yes,
How many children does Anthony have?
3.
And what are their ages?
1 just turned 6 on Monday. 1 will be 5 next month, and 1 just turned 5 in March.
What kind of father is Anthony to those children?
An active father. He's proactive with any activities going on with school, outside of school. There is a routine from Thursday to Sunday with the parents of the other children that he get them every other weekend. But with my daughter specifically, he's full active. Be honest with you, I'm not on none of her paperwork. He does all the activities, parent conference, because I can't honestly do it because I'm at work majority of the time. So that's pretty much it.
So he's a good dad,
Yes,
and he helps you out a lot.
yes,
Now, we obviously are asking the judge for a huge favor today, which is to give him a chance on probation, right?
correct.
And you know Anthony's history, don't you?
Yes.
He's been to prison before,
Correct.
and he's struggled with some things, hasn't he?
Correct.
What do you think Anthony can make it on probation?
I do. As far as with the classes, I believe he was on probation before, and he finished all the classes. I think he was reporting like every week or once a month, to be honest with you. I'm not for sure how his rotation was, but I know he was pretty active with reporting.
Are you aware of Anthony's childhood and background
Yes,
and the trauma that he suffered as a child?
yes,
Both of his parents were addicts.
yes,
His mother was a prostitute.
yes, and passed away while he was incarcerated. Yes,
And he was raised by a grandma.
yes,
But even to this day, would it be fair to say that Anthony suffers from depression and maybe some other issues?
correct. In childhood, yes.
And do you think he needs psychological counseling? Do you think he needs drug rehab or classes or something like that?
Yes, like childhood trauma, yes.
All right.
Mhm.
And I know thankfully, you're not versed in the drug world,
Yes,
right?
I'm not, because I'm not the right personality.
So, but you do feel like Anthony struggles maybe with substances at times.
Correct, yes.
And do you think that him getting counseling or treatment would be a good thing?
Yes.
But realistically, it probably stems from the depression and the childhood trauma.
Yes,
Okay, so he probably needs counseling to start with that and move forward, right?
correct, yes.
If he's able to get probation, do you think he'll follow the rules?
Yes,
Is he a rule follower?
yes. I have rules, so you have to follow my rules.
And Is there anything else you'd like to tell the judge? Obviously, you're with Anthony, he's helping you raise your own child, and you care for him a lot, don't you? Okay,
Yes.
and you want her to give him a chance?
Yes.
Okay. I have no further questions. The prosecutor may ask you a couple of questions, but that's it.
All right, any questions?
Briefly, Your Honor. You were aware that Anthony was on parole, at the time of his arrest, correct?
On which,
I'm sorry,
on which case?
on the case we're here for today.
Here's a crucial moment. Anthony's entered a guilty plea, which means he's basically acknowledging the charges, but still has a chance to influence his sentence. Folks, this is where the courtroom drama really starts. He's essentially on thin ice, and every word counts.
No, I don't think he was on, I don't believe so. I don't believe so. Is he?
Okay. And you were aware that there's 4.1 grams of cocaine found in the house?
I actually was at work, so I didn't get the call until in the process of it happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you aware that there were several firearms found in the house?
There was not several. One weapon was actually a BB gun that was actually mine. And the other weapon, I don't believe anything about another weapon. And when I talked to the officer, he actually gave me a written of everything.
Dan, I'm going to stop you there.
Okay.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay.
All right, any other questions?
No, Judge, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming down.
The judge will call my client as a witness.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Anthony Woodard.
All right, defense.
Thank you, Judge. Anthony, you heard Tamisha talk and you heard what I was saying. I want to talk to the judge a little bit about your background and your childhood. And I know you struggle to talk about this. You don't like talking about this, do you? And in fact, I didn't learn some of the stuff about you until very recently. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
You kind of hold it in, don't you?
Yes, sir.
But unfortunately, both of your parents were drug addicts. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And you were raised by a grandma because they couldn't take care of you.
Yes, sir.
Were they living on the streets?
Yes, sir.
And you heard me mention also that unfortunately your mom was a prostitute. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And was she in the same neighborhood you were at?
Yes, sir.
Was- So you've seen her do what?
Oh, I understand.
Okay. So you unfortunately as a child were exposed to her business, right?
Yes.
And look, we have to, the judge knows, and you're very honest about things. You started getting in trouble when you were in high school, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
And probably some anger issues and sadness and depression things, right?
Yes, sir. That was one.
Now, you've unfortunately found yourself in prison a couple of times and things like that, and you're back in the court system. Are you happy to be back in the court system?
Yes, sir. I have you.
Is this something that you like doing, every few years coming to court?
Yes, sir.
And now that you have your children, is this really hard on you?
Yes, sir. It takes a real toll on me.
Is this something that you ever want to do again?
Yes, sir.
Do you ever want to be back in front of a judge?
Yes, sir.
And how many times have you come to court and watched Judge Boyd? A bunch?
A bunch of times.
And you know that she can be very tough on people, but she can also be very thoughtful and kind in what she's doing, right?
Yes, sir.
And you've commented on it sometimes, and she's been so good to people that you've seen right in front of her, right?
Yes, sir.
You're asking for mercy from her, aren't you?
Mercy.
And you can understand why a prosecutor or maybe some judges might not think that you're deserving of any mercy. Did you understand that?
I understand that.
Do you promise that you're going to change your ways and do a better job?
I promise I'm going to do a better job.
If you took a drug test today, would you be clean or dirty?
I'll be dirty.
For what? But clean for marijuana,
Oh, yes, sir.
clean for cocaine.
Yes, sir.
But do you feel like you could use some counseling?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that counseling for your depression? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Counseling for alcohol or drug use?
Yes, sir.
Are you willing to do that counseling?
I'm willing to do it.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
You just don't want to go back to prison, do you?
No, sir.
You've been to prison
Yes, sir.
and you don't like it, do you?
No, sir.
And I want to address one thing. Anthony, when you've been in prison, have you been categorized as a gang member?
No, sir.
So when probation says that they have you as a blood and all this sort of stuff, you actually wear blue to court a lot of times, don't you?
In black. Yes, sir.
And so you're not affiliated with any gang right now, are you?
No, sir.
And you haven't been?
Labeled in prison or none of that. That's why I don't know where it come from.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to tell the judge?
Yes, sir. I would ask if you can give me a second chance to prove to you that I can be successful on probation for my family and myself, and give me any help, and I'm willing to take it and show the board that I can be successful.
Notice how his girlfriend paints him as a hands-on dad. Courts often take family support into account during sentencing, so this isn't just feel-good fluff, it can actually tip the scales toward probation. But viewers, here's a question: can being a good dad outweigh a criminal record? Let's see.
Any questions?
Mr. Woodard, the time you were arrested, you were on parole for a drug case, correct?
Yes, sir.
And parole's kind of like probation, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, sir.
You got rules you have to follow. If you don't, you may or may not go to prison.
Yes, sir.
And you were high the day you were arrested, correct?
Was I high?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you admitted to smoking marijuana. Is that a violation of your parole?
I had completed parole.
Well, would you be surprised that it says that you weren't going to be discharged until May 27, 2023, and that you were arrested on March 28, 2023?
Yes, sir. I had one. You're right. Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Correct.
smoking marijuana would have been a violation, correct?
Correct.
And being around any sort of narcotics would have been a violation, correct?
Correct.
And being around guns would have been a violation of your parole, correct?
Correct, sir.
And you've been on bond for this case, correct?
Yes, sir.
And would you say that bond's kind of like a version of probation as well? You have certain rules you have to follow?
Yes, sir.
And drinking alcohol, that's a violation of your bond. Wouldn't you agree? You're allowed to drink alcohol while you're on bond? For a drug case?
Yes, sir. I don't think that's a violation of my being on bond, sir.
Okay. How many AA meetings have you been to in the last month?
I haven't been to one since about 6 days.
You have several children, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you've been, at the time that this report was written, you've been unemployed for 11 months, correct?
Yes, sir.
Where are you working now?
I struggle with getting a job right now due to the situation, so I just help out at the nonprofit Safe House for the community.
Okay. Did you bring any sort of documentation from that?
I actually do have something I was going to present to the court.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
Anthony, let's talk about that real fast. It's Big Mama's Safe House?
Yes, sir.
And what is that?
It's a non-profit community. Stop the violence with drugs and put the weapons down and talk. It's like a non-profit.
And so you, as someone who's been through that fire, basically,
Yes, sir.
are you helping the younger people try to learn from your mistakes?
Well, yeah, we go to communities and talk to like in the neighborhoods or east side, west side, and talk to the children about the violence and the drugs, to like go a different route about it, which is the change that I'm making for myself that I want to see. I don't want to see people go down the same path I went down. I'm in prison twice.
Okay. All right. So let me stop everybody. If we can go off the record briefly. Let me just tell you what my concern is. My concern is I'm looking at his criminal history. My other concern that is pushing me a certain way is this allegation that you say is an allegation that he's a gang member. So we can have him sit in the box and you all can discuss about that gang tag that's on the report. Then y'all can come back and approach me with information on that. And then I'll have a ruling on that.
I actually, just to let you know, I spoke to the prosecutor before we came up here, and he doesn't know necessarily why he has tagged as a blood right now.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's have him sit in the box. I think you guys have investigators upstairs who can go on the computer and call, and let's see if that's a mistake that's been made by probation or if it's something else. All right?
Okay.
All right, so
Yes, sir.
he's going to have a seat in the
Thank
box. You're welcome. What is called?
This is where the human side of the case hits hard. The court isn't just evaluating crimes, they're looking at trauma, depression, and potential rehab. Psychological counseling isn't just a recommendation, it's a lifeline that can influence probation decisions.
Calling 2024 CR 1655, State of Texas versus Gabriel Longoria. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state.
Defense?
James Seeloff for the defendant. I was appointed in September of 2022.
All right, and are you Gabriel Longoria? Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Longoria, did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, I do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Here's some real context. Anthony's had a rough start. Exposure to crime and family addiction early on this segment shows why the court might weigh past behavior against current rehabilitation efforts. It's a tense balance, accountability versus opportunity for redemption.
Mr. Longoria, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand you're charged with driving while intoxicated third or more? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea you were giving up those rights?
Yes.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, he has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, he was.
Mr. Longoria, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? Are you a U.S. citizen? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There's a $5,000 fine to be probated. State recommends community supervision. There's the DWI intervention course, VIP panel, 2-year driver license suspension, and ignition interlock for half the term. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, there hasn't. I would like to speak before sentencing, if for
Yes.
a brief moment.
All right, outside the agreement, the state is asking that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There be a TAP evaluation and 250 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence.
Your Honor, I offer State's Exhibit 1 and the attachments.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, you may continue to confer, State. Mr. Longoria, did you review the document entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. After reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor. We
Anything
waive PSI.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, I was appointed, yes, I was appointed on this case in September 2022. We've been in contact with each other. He has not had any alcohol since his arrest. He's been in house arrest. I've tried to file motions to lift certain things over the last 2 years, and we never had a hearing on it. But he has no violation whatsoever on pretrial. He was under house arrest and has not drank anything. So I asked the court to take that into consideration in assessing, well, we probated the fine, but keep that in mind as far as interlock for 18 months or whatever it has to be. But he's been, I think he's going to be a good probationer. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Do you have any children?
No, Your Honor.
Who do you live with?
Currently, my mother.
Okay. All right, the court is going to sentence you to 5 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 5 years. There's a $5,000 fine to be probated. There's going to be the DWI intervention course, victim impact panel live, 2 years driver's license suspension, ignition interlock for half the term, proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. I'm going to order 250 hours of community service restitution. And I'm going to order 120 sober meetings in 120 days. Once those are completed, the court will deem the community service hours satisfied. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be random UAs, a TAP evaluation out of custody. And if TAP evaluation recommends inpatient treatment, we'll start with intensive outpatient treatment. If they recommend no treatment, then we'll start with supportive treatment. There's going to be field visits 1 time per month for 60 days, and then at probation's discretion. And I'll do a referral to felony drug court. There's to be 10 days in the Bexar County Jail. Would you like to address that? It's statutory.
How much time have you spent prior to getting released in this case?
That's fine.
When you were arrested?
I was in there 3 days.
3 days.
All right. So this is what I'll do. I'll do 30 more days on GPS.
Okay.
And then that will be for partial. You'll be allowed to seek employment.
Your Honor, he works for the VA at home. And you have that job now?
Correct.
And you've had it for the last 3 years. Now, I don't know if that's a home health care issue. Is that home health care?
I'm a clerk with the VA.
All right. So that's fine if he's the
Okay.
clerk. I just don't allow them
I just wanted to let
to be in employment where they're taking care of patients or anything of that nature. All right. Since that's at home, here's what I can do. I can give you 30 days partial GPS, or I can give you 15 days of GPS and it's full.
Now, this is a powerful pivot. Anthony is actively working to prevent the very issues that landed him in court. This isn't just a talking point. It demonstrates genuine effort at reform. Viewers, think about this. Can giving back to the community sway the court's decision more than the crime itself?
The full 15 days.
All right. So in lieu of the 10 days at the Bexar County Jail as a condition, the court will order GPS full for 15 days.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
And you're gonna lick this for good.
Yes,
How old are you?
45.
All right.
It's
Is
about
there
time.
anything else you would need from the court?
No.
Probation, is there anything else he needs? Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. This is your 3rd DWI. That's why you're in felony courts. You're one of those people who cannot drink alcohol at all. And when you drive and you're intoxicated, you could end up killing somebody. Usually the person who's driving intoxicated, they're just fine. So don't be in somebody's court crying in tears because you killed somebody. You understand? All right, good luck to you, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Mr. Seelong.
The sentence 5 years, suspended $5,000 fine, community service, and intensive probation measures. This is the courtroom roller coaster. The stakes are high, but probation is a lifeline. Notice the combination of accountability, rehabilitation, and strict oversight. It's all about giving a second chance while keeping the community safe.